One we've ever seen in the preseason. Speaking of preseason, NFL Network is your home for preseason games. We've got the game tonight. We've got a doubleheader tomorrow, quadruple header on Saturday, and then another game just to chase it on Sunday, Raiders and the Vikings. Let me pick out a few of these games here as we welcome back Michael Irvin, Willie McGinnis, Scott Hansen here, taking you up to the top of the hour. Pick out a couple of these games, and let's just take a bite out of them for what you think of the season. The Falcons and the Lions. We have the Hard Knocks Lions and the kind of new-look offense Atlanta Falcons. What do you expect from them?
Give me the hard knocks Lions. 7 games they lost by single digits. Very, very competitive game. These guys fight till the end. They're assembling pieces and trying to get the draft choices they already got to play a little bit better. So I believe in Campbell. I believe in his team. But it's taken a while, but they're very competitive.
Marcus Mariota taking over the Falcons offense.
And he had a nice connection. He'll have a nice connection with Kyle Pitts. That's the star of that offense. But I'm anxious and looking forward to seeing what Drake London does here now.
He was their first
Drake
pick.
London was 8th pick in the draft.
Don't doubt my Trojan.
I had him as one of the best
there you go.
Pure receivers.
There you go.
Coming out. I mean, he will go up and take the football. So that'll give him that throw it anywhere throw that Mariota needs.
Yeah, some people were surprised at draft season that he was the first wide receiver taken off the board.
He was my top.
Deep wide receiver.
Dude, I mean, this dude goes up and get a football now when you watch him
Basketball
play.
player.
Where are you going to choose to put your tall corner if you got Kyle Pitts over here, Drake London over there? Okay, that's the first of our doubleheader tomorrow night right here on NFL Network. The second game, we've got Trey Lance and the 49ers against the Green Bay Packers. These are two teams that they played in the NFC title, or they played, last year in the playoffs, and do we think they can both climb the mountain again and be contenders in the NFC?
I'll tell you who climbed the mountain on defense, the Green Bay Packers. They went out and got 2 really good first-round draft choices in Walker and Wyatt. This defense is going to be really, really good, and I think they lost the battle in the trenches last year in the playoffs versus the 49ers. But this defense gives them the opportunity to make up for the losses that they had with Devontae Adams on the offensive side of the ball.
Trey Lance is in the spotlight.
But he's in the spotlight with the right guy.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've seen Kyle Shanahan take way less talent at quarterback and play some pretty good games. The Mullins and Nick, all those guys play some pretty good games. I can't wait to see when he unveils what he's going to do with Trey Lance. There'll be some things we see that we haven't seen. And when you combine him with Deebo Samuel and what they can do in the running game, those two together with that mastermind Kyle Shanahan, trust me. Trey Lance would come out. He's going to have a much better season than a lot of people think. I guarantee you.
Okay, that's the doubleheader live right here on NFL Network. Friday night football preseason pads will be popping. Then on Saturday, the quadruple header gets kicked off at 1 o'clock Eastern with the Kansas City Chiefs in Chicago to take on the Bears. Justin Fields, year 2. The keys to the car are his.
Yeah, everybody's talking. Does he have enough around him? Does he have enough talent around? Did they do enough in the offseason and in the draft to acquire enough talent? This kid is really good. He can throw the ball. He can spin it down the football field. Protection was a problem last year. They did something to help with the offensive line. His best friend right now at the receiver position is Mooney. They're talking about how
Mooney's getting preseason hype.
Absolutely. How this connection has blown up and all that. But I think this team still has a long way to go. They got to run the football. They got to protect Justin Fields. And if he has time, he's very talented to make a lot of plays.
No Tyreek Hill anymore on the Kansas City offense.
And that's the focal point. That's what we're going to talk about. Let us see this offense show up and be explosive without Tyreek Hill. Now, remember last year, everybody starts backing up and making them play small ball. That's going to come in handy for them this year as they try to now suck everybody up so they can still get by everybody. But Tyreek Hill missing is going to be.
And people just talk Hill. They lost their 3 starting receivers.
Right.
3 starting receivers. Pringle's gone, Robinson's gone, and then they lost a lot on defense as well.
And everybody didn't they get that great receiver from Green Bay? And
Marquez Valdez-Scantlin's there.
Jump over
Juju,
and all of a
Juju
sudden, wait, people kill me with that. Now he's supposed to go over there and just become the greatest receiver in the world. I can see if he was leaving a garbage quarterback. You leaving Aaron Rodgers. So just stop people. Just stop.
Some people have Sky Moore as a rookie of the year candidate.
I like Sky Moore.
Okay, one of our primetime games in the quadruple header on Saturday is 2 teams with legit quarterback battles here in the preseason. The Seattle Seahawks going to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers. It sounds like the starting quarterbacks for the preseason game are going to be Geno Smith and Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, I'm going to start with Mitch Trubisky. And, you know, they wasn't able to push the ball down the field last year with Ben. And they said Matt Canada, the offensive coordinator, wanted to do a lot of RPO stuff, like move the ball, move the pocket, speed sweeps, all those different things. Mitch is a versatile, athletic quarterback that allows you to do that. He has the talent to do that. So we're going to see how this new offense is going to look without Ben Roethlisberger at the helm.
But he's going to have great structure around him, unlike he had in Chicago. I'm talking about Trubisky.
They'll have a plan for him, right?
They'll have a plan for him. It'll be a plan that he'll sit down, he'll love eating, he'll digest, and it'll taste good to him. They'll have some success with Trubisky, I guarantee it.
And Geno's has some success, right?
Yeah, look at Drew Lock gets a fresh start as well, so we'll see how it shakes out for Seattle.
Right.
Who starts more games this year? Out of the 18 games, Drew Lock or Geno Smith for Seattle? Who starts more games?
I'm going to have to go with Geno.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with Geno. Geno looked pretty good at some points last year coming in, and I was watching some interviews where he was talking about the things that he learned from watching Russell Wilson. He couldn't have had that's a great tutor to have, Russell Wilson, to watch how he goes about playing the game and preparing for the game. Geno Smith should be better for that.
Yeah, he did a good job with Seattle. Now, you got to remember, you're not Russell Wilson. So some of those things that Dangerous did, Geno can't do. So you got to just take the mental part of that, of his game, and apply that. But Geno did do a solid job when he had his opportunity.
He can do some of the things Russell did physically. He just doesn't match Russell's shoulders up in the game because Russell don't make late games mistakes. He always knows how to make those last drives to win. That's where Geno just falls off a little bit.
Well, whoever ends up being
Russell out of that pocket.
DK Metcalf is going to start earning that Mega Millions contract there in week one. Guys, obviously we've been talking about the Giants and the Patriots, our game on NFL Network less than about 20 minutes from right now. There's a second preseason game live on the field here tonight. We're going to be re-airing the game for you a little bit later on. But Malik Willis is going to be starting the rookie quarterback for the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. Again, 11 o'clock Eastern, you'll see the re-air. We're going to break into our coverage sometimes on the Giants and Patriots to show you anything significant here. But a thought on the Titans and the Ravens in 2022.
If Willis does, I mean, anything.
There he is.
Anything. If he does anything.
Don't look too good.
Oh, my God. Boy, it's going to be wide open because that's all they need. So the pressure will be falling on Tannehill
Ryan Tannehill's
away.
been a playoff quarterback the last couple of years. I realize some people are not.
It is a playoff, but there's a ceiling for Ryan Tannehill. We saw that when he lost A.J. Brown. We saw that when Derrick Henry was there. There's a special quarterback that can still put a team on his back and move the chains and make plays. We saw when some of those pieces wasn't there what Ryan Tannehill looked like with the numbers, the turnovers, and all those different things. Now, you got a young quarterback that probably don't need all that talent around him that can uplift the offense because of what he brings, his skill set, what he brings. So what Mike is saying,
it's enticing.
If he looks good, he's in the fans' back pocket. and the first chance Ryan Tannehill messes up, they going in their back pocket. Let's put in Willis. I'm just telling you.
He brings a different element. He brings a different element to the game.
It'll be good. It'll be great if he does. It'll be great to start.
And again, after the Giants and the Patriots, we're going to have full highlights of that game for you. And we'll dip in if Malik Willis does any.